correction. Alright, hello and welcome to the Chanel. My name is Florida Man, your local South Florida queen, 6'4" and petite, always ready to eat the hot tea. And today we are going over the finale episode of our first season of King of Drag, America's newest competition reality TV show to find the next King of Drag. I know. Crazy. We're already here, 6-episode season, so we're already at the finale. It's felt like it hasn't been that long. And I just recorded the video for the last one, so now we're on to this one. So our finale is very interesting. Let's just get right into it. Yeah, I want to talk about it. So there is no theme for this final week other than obviously crowning, finale, picking a king, all that. And we open up this episode with each of our kings remaining, Henlo, Dick Von Dyke, and King Molasses, having a little sit-down interview with our host, Murray Hill, which I love. And this, to me, would be like the weenie challenge of the episode. This is RuPaul's Tic-Tac Chit-Chat type of vibes, and I love it. There was no actual weenie challenge this week. It was just, like the talk with Murray. And then apparently there are 2 beefy challenges, 2 main heats. Although, I'm going to tell you guys, if you didn't watch it already, that's not true. That's really not true. So essentially what they're doing is they're having them perform whatever they want with, I think, a 3-minute maximum time allowance. So they can do whatever they want for 3 minutes. You can stand up, dance, walk on your hands. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. And then the second beefy challenge is a lip sync for the crown. So it's actually not a 2 beefy challenges. It's 1 beefy challenge, and then we have, them lip syncing for the crown, which is great. Finally, a lip sync at last. So let's go ahead and get into the performances this week. So we have our little interview chit chat with Murray Hill, and then we see the kings getting ready, which Dick Von Dyke sadly pukes in the middle of getting ready from the nerves, I think, and being so nervous about the competition and all that, and they don't want to give up though because so many kings wanted to be there, and it's all that. So we do see them pull through, and we do see Dick Von Dyke perform, which is lovely, and the other kings are supporting him. And then before we get into the performances, we do get one last runway of all of our kings, which is great. I love to see all of them. If you forgot already, our pork chop was Tuna Mel, and then our 2 kings who missed out on the finale just barely were Big D and Percocet, who got eliminated in the last episode, sadly. So yeah, let's go ahead and just get right into the performances. Let's get right into the tea, into any rigomoris. Is there? Will there be? Who knows? If you watched, you know. But if you didn't watch, that's probably why you're here. So, let's go, I think, in the order that we saw them. Henlo has a beautiful black outfit with lots of whimsy. They have their signature character hair and ears on, which I love that for them. And they're doing a song that their father wrote called The Ballad of Henlo, which I thought sounded really good. I was like, okay, cool. And we're getting into the ballad, but it's a little bit of a confusing song. It's a lot of demons and angels and from the and it's a little bit hard to understand, but it was a good song. I just don't think it's just it's not a good stage performance song for this vibe. I think the vibe either needs to be a little sexier, a little more risque, or a little bit more dancey, burlesque, or something showgirly. I don't know, showboy-esque. And that it's a mid-tempo. I think the performance is good. It's just you could tell already oh, this I feel already I know the other kings are gonna do better after I saw it. And the judges also seem to be a little bit confused by some of the story going on in the song, but they did say the costume was beautiful, which it was. I really liked these it had fans but attached to it, or chiffon with these pieces to hold, but it's I don't know. It's the picture's here. Watch the performance if you want to see it so badly. Don't know why my hair looks so gray on camera. It's a bright purple hair. So we see Henlo go, and it's pretty good. It's all right, it's safe. It's a safe performance. It's a 3 out of 5. You know, they didn't fall or eat it. It kind of didn't seem like they knew all the words, or not that they didn't know the words, but because it was slightly like edited from the regular song, because they edited it for like the 3-minute lip sync version and they changed things around. I think that's what got to Henlo, was like they didn't know it as well as they could have known it. So we're going to move on to DVD, Dick Van Dyke. Ooh. And Dick Van Dyke decided to do a 3-minute stand-up set for their 3 minutes of whatever you want. And I really enjoyed this. I love stand-up. And the thing is, like, you would think that's me being biased towards DVD because I like stand-up. No. I love stand-up and I watch a lot of it, and I heard so many jokes that at this point it's like, if you do stand-up, like, and I see you, it has to be good. You have to, like, if I don't laugh, like, that doesn't mean it's bad if I don't laugh, but if I'm laughing, it's really good. And I was laughing at the jokes. I thought it was good. I was afraid they were gonna run out of time. It felt like it was going on past 3 minutes, but I guess not, because they would have cut them off, hopefully, if it went that far past 3 minutes. They were telling stories about like their like actual life and like their field, and they're working with the elderly and being a cat lesbian and all that, which I love. The outfit was just like a regular suit. It could have been a little nicer, as the judges pointed out, but at the same time I'm like, this is a stand-up set, and we also got the explanation that Dick Van Dyke was more representing like themselves out of drag than in drag with this performance. So I would say it's like okay for that to be the case. I'd give it like a 4.5 out of 5 maybe. Like definitely beat out Henlo. So now that we know Dick Van Dyke slayed that and Henlo did safe, watching the last person, King Mo, was like, well, are you going to do better than Henlo? Or is something about to go wrong? Which, spoiler alert, if you're watching this, I hope you understand, like, you already know I'm going to spoil it. King Mo did really good. They decided to do a lip sync to a song they lip sync to all the time, which I think is smart. The outfit was bedazzled and beautiful. They came out with like a floofy little like skirt overcoat, and then they have their like bedazzled sequin suit on underneath, which is nice. And they have like a microphone as their prop. It's all the tea is working together. My only issue with the outfit is the same issue that I had in episode 1, which is that they have sunglasses on and the hat on. And I don't think they end up taking the sunglasses off in this one, which is like, they had a lot of time. Like I'd probably give this a 4.5 out of 5 as well. I'd rate this the same as DVDs, because it started to get a little bit repetitive, doing like some of the same moves over and over again. While they're very good dance moves, like some of them like 3 or 4 times is like, okay, we're really pushing it, like, you know. It was just getting like, it was still very entertaining, a very good lip sync, but it could have been more. Like, we still definitely could have gone like further with it. And also, again, I want to see your eyes. I want to see you emote the song. Why do you have a big hat on and sunglasses? Like, it's hot, but like they had plenty of time to take the sunglasses off for the number. Do you know what I mean? Like, they had plenty of time in the number to be like, yeah, like, whatever. So that just to me is like, okay, like, it's not a perfect score because there's like multiple issues. Well, not issues, just little critiques, you know. So it's very clear that Dick Van Dyke and King Mo are on an even playing field, and they both slayed it. And sadly, Henlo did not slay as hard, and the judges agree. So Henlo does not make it past this first round of the finale. They only make it to this round, which, again, if you watch the last episode, they really should have had a 4th person here in the finale. It like they totally could have put another performance in there and then cut 2 people here instead of cutting 1 person. That way you still end up with the top 2, or maybe 3 people do really good and you can't decide, so you have to have 3 of them in the final lip sync. Whatever, like, do what you gotta do. Like, you know, they could have had someone else in this, but whatever, gal. So let's move on to the final lip sync. I was gonna say final lip sync of the season, but it's literally the only lip sync of the season. So let's get to the lip sync of the season. And our song is the intro song to the show. The you ain't never seen nothing like me. Whatever, you know, The little intro slash commercial song for King of Drag is their lip sync song, which is a good choice. It's a great song. I can see almost anyone performing that in whatever style that they want. And we see two very different interpretations of this song. We see Dick Van Dyke basically come out in like a black parade type of outfit with like a trumpet and everything, which is great. I love that. And then King Mo comes out in like a pink thing, like a pink, not like a bodysuit with like reveals, and they have like a nude illusion suit underneath with like lots of crystals and stuff, and of course they have reveals and all the things. I love both of their outfits for the lip sync. I think that's great. I'm wondering like how long in advance they got to prepare for that, or I guess they just were told to bring a good lip sync outfit to the competition. Like, I have no idea. Who knows? Maybe they took a break between, you know, the semifinals and the finals. I have no idea what the tea is. Maybe one day we will know. So in the lip sync, at first it's very even. I would say Dick Van Dyke is doing good. King Mo is doing all right. They're keeping up, but then things switch because I feel as though DVD may have become too reliant on the prop. Because they have like a trumpet with them and they're like playing it on beat with the song, and it is cool one time, but then I think they did it like a second time, or it went on for like a really long time, and it's just like it's like, I don't know. Whereas like King Mo was like, they took off their sunglasses finally in that final lip sync. They did take them off, and they were really performing the house down. They had really good reveals that were like on time with the song, and yeah, all around really good. I think Dick Van Dyke in the moment could also maybe tell by the end of the lip sync, like it almost seemed like DVD was cheering for them. But DVD did really good as well. And if you've watched, again, the episode already, you know who wins. But if you haven't, I will tell you right now who wins. You'll never guess who. Spoiler alert, King Molasses does win the season, the crown, the title, the everything. I don't know if they win a grand prize. Maybe they did. I don't know. Which I do agree with. King Mo won that final lip sync. They definitely deserves to be in the top 2 lip sync also when, you know, they performed earlier in the finale. So yeah, no rigor mortis in this episode, although I will say it did feel like they were pushing King Molasses from day one. Like it just seemed, or not day one, but maybe day 2, you know, because them getting that second win that felt undeserved, and then the Under the Sea prom night thing when Sasha was showing like very clear bias towards King Mo, it just kind of like sullies the win a little bit for me. Like, I know he deserved it, he has that star quality and everything, but it's just like, when you can tell that there was maybe a little bit of rigory or bias involved, you immediately don't want to root for that person. It's very much like what happened with, you know, someone on a certain season of All Stars that just came out, but I won't say. So that is our season. That is the final wrap, the final cut of our season. We have a winner. It's King Mo. We have a pork chop who is Tuna Melt. We don't have a congeniality. I don't know who it would be if we did have a congeniality. It maybe also might be King Mo as well, honestly. They helped a lot of people throughout the season in the workroom. But yeah, if you think the season was rigged, if you think someone else should have won, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you if I agree or not on what your reasoning or logic is there, and like who should have won, or maybe you think DVD should have won that top 2 lip sync for the crown, and King Mo didn't win it. The only thing I have to say is please stop posting stuff like spoilers without a warning. A bunch of people were posting about the King of Drag winner with no like warning, and it was just very annoying. I would never do that to anyone and be like, just post on my Instagram like, oh, this person won King of Drag. Like, I hadn't watched the finale yet and it got spoiled for me, and I like remember I was like scrolling on social media and I started to see something, I went, no, because I completely forgot I shouldn't have been looking at social media without having watched the finale. That's some advice to anyone. Don't ever scroll on social media when a finale of a show that you follow has just aired, because you will get spoiled. So yeah, that's the end of my review and discuss for now, until next year, I guess, or until I find something else to review and discuss. yeah, I guess you'll just have to see other kinds of videos of me on my Chanel. I do makeup, fashion. I have a drag daughter now. I'll probably put her in makeup, you know. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there, down below. And watch me dress up in purple more often. Don't you love the purple on me? Alright, well, that is the end of this video and the end to this season of King of Drag. I will see you guys on my Chanel. Bye-bye. Play the outro.